Come here, me little jockey, no I've smoked me bucky, have a bit of cracky till the boat comes in. Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy, dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have a fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have a fishy when the boat comes in.
Ah, you bear charmed life, von Richthofen. Men?
Excuse me, sir. Lady Caroline Summers to see you.
Lady Caroline?
Sir?
She didn't make an appointment. Oh, all right, I'll see you. Sure.
Yes, sir.
Oh, and bring some coffee, will you?
Certainly.
Yeah?
Lady Caroline Summers, sir.
Oh, how do you do, Lady Caroline? Take a seat, won't you? Don't forget that coffee. Now, what can I do for you?
Goodness, we are the busy tycoon.
That's right.
Well, as to what you can do for me, that's what I'm here to find out.
All right.
You disappeared again. And I wondered, Daddy and I wondered, if you'd gone for good.
Galashield won't get rid of me that easy. Nor will Harry Manners.
I see. And have you got rid of me?
I had to go back to Scarborough to get Dolly her divorce evidence.
But you'd already done that.
Aye, but the witness died. Heart attack.
My God, what on earth were you doing?
Come in. Just put it there, will you? It's all right. We'll manage. No, it's not like that at all. Very respectable, the ladies who give you divorce evidence.
Indeed.
Indeed, he's right. Mighty like a bell tent. Might as well have had barbed wire around it.
How disappointing for you.
And that shows you never saw her.
But surely if she was ugly...
I'm not ugly, no. Filleted. If you ask me, that's worse.
Cream and sugar?
Aye, let's live.
But are you really living, my dear? Can you afford to?
The boys are really very pleasant to be with. For the most part, they haven't yet had the chance to be contaminated by their parents.
What in the world does she mean by that?
Their mothers and fathers, ma'am. They're all bourgeois. Rich snobs. No time for working people.
See?
Arthur's loving it, of course, but I try not to let him go on too much about our glorious empire. Now and again, I remind him about the time we sang Land of Hope and Glory at our last school, and there were 5 children in leg irons because they had rickets. And he listens. He's a good sort, is Arthur. Sometimes I get the feeling that together we'll make something more of him than just a housemaster.
Yeah, didn't I see so? Give her with Jessie and man to manage and she's in her element.
There's a political life down here as well. The Fabians are very active.
Who?
The Fabians.
What's that? Sort of like the Oddfellas.
No, not like that at all, ma'am. They're intellectual socialists, like Bernard Shaw, Sidney Ware.
Oh, fancy. So she's still at it, is she?
The Fabians are very active. But as our chairman happens to be a Viscount, there isn't much Arthur can do about it except look bewildered. Well, that's just about all, Billy boy. Give my love to Mam and Dad, and Dolly and Tom, and the bairn. And keep some for yourself. Your affectionate sister, Jessie.
Sure did write a good letter. Hey, fancy if I had known a Viscount.
Oh, what's wrong with that? Jack Ford knows a Duke.
Why shouldn't he? Same Duke spoke to me once after a flower show, that was. We'd just taken 7 first. It was a record.
What did he say?
He said, "Well done, Satan. Have a drink on me." And he gave us a sovereign. And sent a barrel of beer over to me cottage and all.
What flower show was that?
Scarborough.
Well, Billy's just been reading Jessie's letter. She sent her a lot and Dolly and the bairn.
It's nice of it.
Well, it is.
I said so, didn't I?
Where do you think you're going?
Out.
Well, supposing you're down, aren't you?
Well, you'll just have to want then, won't he?
And the world's got into a soon.
I'll tell you, ma'am. He once won 7 firsts in a flower show, and a duke told him well done.
Manners is a sharp one, all right, but it's the sharp ones you learn from.
You've learnt from Horry?
I think so.
How?
Wait and see, Bonnie lass. It won't take long if it happens at all.
Bonnie lass. So we're friends again, are we?
Up to you, pet.
Then we're friends. Jack?
Aye?
You're broke, aren't you?
Not yet.
But you soon will be.
Unless I get my skates on.
And you won't let me help you? Or Daddy? Daddy would love you to do old Horry down.
No thanks. I'll handle Horry myself.
Very well. Well, I'll be off then.
Gotta go already.
Unless you want me to stay.
I want you to stay.
Such ardour. You quite sweep a girl off her feet.
Well, just let's finish my coffee first. It'll all be taken care of. One thing at a time.
There's a ball here quite soon, isn't there?
Aye, next Tuesday. Chamber of Trade or something.
Are you going?
Horry Manners is the president if he got to invite us. I hear he's asked Matt Headley, though.
Will he go?
If his wife fancies a dance, he will.
Daddy's going.
The Duke? Coming to a ball at the Royal Saracen? Why on earth?
Because I made him. I can sometimes.
But why?
So that we could ask you to join our party. Now, if you accept, Horry will be furious. Don't you think so?
I know so. Just stand up a minute, will you?
Why?
I'm going to sweep you off your feet.
And you two look cosy.
No law against it, is there?
Oh, no, Bella, don't you start. Where's old Tom?
He went out.
My dad, you're the sharp one. Went out, did he? And he's me thinking he went up the chimney like Santa Claus.
I fancy you're wrong there, Dad. As far as I remember, he went out the back door.
Oh, I see. And would it be too much trouble to tell us where he went to?
No trouble at all. Only you didn't say.
You want to give you a hand in the shop, do you?
No, it's not that. I just want him here in case he's needed, that's all.
He says he's humped all your crates in.
No, you keep out of this.
Keep out of what? I'm just telling you what he said.
Gone on strike, has he?
Strike. How on earth can he go on strike against his own da? And anyway, you just heard him say, Tom's humped all the crates.
Maybe he's working the rule, Dad.
And if he is, don't you start encouraging him, Doctor.
He's not happy working with you, Dad. And you know it.
Happy. The hell's happiness got to do without? Am I happy, crippled the way I am? Is your mom living in this dead and alive hole? Are you? Look at you. You're that weak you can hardly walk. And up your eyeballs in debt. But I'll tell you something, Billy boy. You'd be even less happy if it wasn't for my shops. It's them what keeps the roof over our heads. And the food in our mouths. And that goes for you, and Tom, and Dolly. Only shops need work if they'd pay money. And Dolly's the only one with enough sense to see it. All you can do is bloody sit there and read.
He's not well!
I've got eyes in me head, haven't I? What are you reading anyway?
BMJ. British Medical Journal.
Well, at least you're trying to keep up your studies.
When I can.
Tell you how to cure yourself?
Not me, no. Anyway, I know how to cure myself. Rest and good food like my man makes.
Take long?
Shouldn't. Not at my age. You never know. Don't worry, Dad. I'll soon be back at work. You'll get your money back.
Dad didn't mean that.
Look, never you mind what I meant. I want him well, aye. But I want him on his own 2 feet. The way a man should. Oh, there's no bloody peace.
He loves you, you know.
I know, ma'am. And I'd do anything for him, honest. Anything except...
Except what?
Except give up what I believe in.
That's what I like to see. The dignity of labour.
Oi, Jack.
Canny money, lad.
Still getting on?
Any objections?
Well, not so long as you're using union labour.
How can I not, Matt? I'm a fully paid up member. Fancy drink?
Well, not tonight, Jack, if you don't mind. I've got the number 4 branch report to go through. And there could be a demarcation dispute with the plumbers. Since Eddie Morton died, I've been kept pretty busy. And there's the garden to fettle.
Samson, bonny lad. She has given you a short haircut.
Oh, I'm happy, Jack.
Ah, that's all that matters. There's no chance of a quick pint. There's something I want to ask you.
Oh, it'll take too long, Jack. But you're welcome to come in if you want to.
Well, Mr. Ford.
You don't work for us now, bonny lass. I thought I was Jack.
Old bosses is mister, didn't your dolly never tell you that?
Ah, she did. I'm not your boss. Ah, you're looking well. Bonnier than ever.
That's Matt. And to what do we owe the pleasure, Jack?
Oh, just a bit crap with your man here.
You're after something.
Now, Sarah.
Don't you now, Sarah me, Matt Headley. More than a fortnight since we got back from our honeymoon, he hasn't come near us. And now he wants a bit crack.
I never was one for playing gooseberry, bonny lass. I'll just ask Matt a question and then I'll go.
That you won't. Get the drinks out, Matt.
Unless you'd like to talk private, we could go in the front room.
No secrets from Sarah, Matt.
I'll get the drinks then.
I'd have got it out of him anyway, and you know it.
Just as well. You make a good team, you and Matt.
I will. We're left alone to do it.
Sit down.
Oh, thanks, Matt.
Well, Jack, what can I do for you?
Oh, not so fast, man, not so fast. Mr. and Mrs. Headley, here's to you. And may you always be as happy as you are today.
Thanks, Jack.
Bah, you've a way with words all right. Now, what did you want to ask us now Matt hasn't had his tea yet?
Colfax.
That miserable Claude, what about him?
You had a run-in with him once before, didn't you?
Aye.
When you had Matt's job.
He runs the biggest non-union shop in Miles. We tried to force the union on him, but he beat us that time.
What's he up to now?
Expanding, so I hear. You heard anything about it?
He wouldn't tell me.
Well, there's other ways than asking him.
Not for me, there's not. Sorry, Jack.
What do you need to know for anyway?
Oh, it's a bit of a gamble.
Stocks and shares.
Something like that.
Got money to gamble, have you?
Oh, we'll have money, lass, when the time comes. There is one man you should have heard from, though.
Who?
Geordie Watson.
What about him?
Who's Geordie Watson?
Our MP pet.
Oh, him. You spoke for him, didn't you? The night that Ben came here thieving.
That's right. Geordie and me did a deal.
Easy, Jack.
I reckon Sarah knows what a deal is. If she doesn't, she'll sharp learn.
Well, let's hear it.
Geordie and Stan Little needed me.
Stan's Geordie's agent, pet. Runs a council here and all.
I see. So there's Geordie Watson and this little on the one hand, and you on the other, and you both needed something, and you both wanted something.
Go to the top of the class, Sarah Headley. What Geordie needed was votes, fitters' votes. He's a miner, you see, him and Stan, and it kind of slipped their memories that anybody else had a right to be in politics. So he came to me, and I spoke to the fitters, and a lot of other folk and all. And now Geordie has got MP after his name.
So Watson got what he wanted. And what did you want?
A safe Labour ward in a by-election and a seat on the bench.
You, a Labour candidate and a JP?
How could I stand for Labour, Sarah? I'm a boss, and how could I be a JP? I've done time.
Who for then?
And I thought you were supposed to be the clever one. Your man, of course.
Matt.
Aye. Always helps at headquarters if the area secretary's active in politics. Councillor Matthew Headley, JP. Sounds good, that.
You did this for Matt?
Oh, I've just said so.
I'm blessed if I'll ever understand you. All the same, give him another drink.
Only Matt didn't get either, unless they spoke to you about it, did they, Matt?
Not a word.
And they lied to us, Sarah Headley, a Labour MP and his agent, and they lied.
Did you know this was going on?
Well, of course I did. Jack told us.
And you did nothing about it?
Well, what could I do, pet?
You could have gone and seen this Stan Little, couldn't you? Demand what you'd been promised.
There was no proof, but anyway.
Anyway, what?
How could I be a councillor? Takes me all me time to run the fitters.
You could do it.
Oh, you could. Pity.
What's a pity?
You let Geordie Watson put it across you.
I was busy after that election.
Aye, getting on.
Now, that'll do. He took good care of you, I notice. Go on, Jack.
I've got a bit more time to spare these days. And I hear Geordie Watson's up here now.
Now I'm making sure his constituents are happy, as long as the miners.
He'll be in the Blue Bell tonight.
Oh, you know that?
I know it. I'm going to go along and jog his memory.
You've left her a bit late, haven't you?
Don't worry. He'll do what we want.
You're going to make him, aren't you? But how?
As we as bonny lass.
Trust you to know them.
You know, when I was in Murmansk, I hated it. But it turned out to be the best education a man like me could wish for.
Anybody in?
Aye, how are you, Pet? Hey, mind you, shut up a bit sharp, haven't you?
Aye, well, I thought I'd better get round early. The delivery man didn't come.
Oh, bloody delivery man.
I thought you maybe want to get on to them.
No, let's have a look.
Still, we didn't do that badly, Mr. Seaton.
Oh, heaven's sake, Bill. Let us sit down and say hello. I think you were Shylock at the Theatre Royal.
How are you then, Dolly?
I'm fine, thanks.
Plenty of eggs? Plenty of milk?
Oh, aye, I'm doing just like you said.
Pity you don't take your own advice. Fancy a cup of tea, Pat?
No, thanks, Mum. I had me tea before I came out. Is Tom not here?
No, he went out.
Oh, I see. A message for Da.
No, I just fancied a bit walk.
Did he say what time he'd be back?
Oh, I'm not sure. Did he, Bill?
You do?
Oh, Tom?
Oh, Tom, what?
It was me Tom talked to, ma'am. My dad was in the shop. He just had something on his mind, fancied a bit walk, that's all.
Me, likely.
He's always on his mind. So he should be. He needs you.
And I need him.
Well, that's all taken care of then. But just this once, our Tom was worried about himself.
Charlie, give us a whiskey.
I got two, will you, Charlie?
Hello, Jack.
What are you laughing so hard for? Look like you lost a tenner and found a halfpenny. It can't be that bad. You're not still worried about the divorce, are you?
Why not really? No.
Not like getting a dog licence, you know. You can't just walk into a post office and plonk down 7 and 6 and that's it.
Ah, no, man, it's Dolly. She's well on, Jack.
Ah, well, get that down you. No. Well, I better come and talk to the pair of you. No sense in telling the same tale twice. Where can I find you both?
You can't. She's at the Garibaldi Street shop and I'm at Mum's.
I see.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt you. Even a dummy like me can see what's wrong with that.
Dolly getting on your door, right?
He's making his fortune for him. And I'm supposed to be a male nurse and a valet and a storeman and a messenger boy all rolled into one. Well, I'm not.
Oh, easy, man. I'm not forcing you. What are you going to do then, Tom?
I'm going to look for work.
Kind of work.
Gardening.
What do you think on what happened last time?
There's more places than Lavender Avenue. And this time I've got a reference from a duke. Or his agent, anyway. You fancy another?
No, thanks, Tom. I'll
Well, I'll be off. How about seeing me and Dolly together? When she brings the takings over to me dad's most nights. She'll be there now and she'll stay to supper.
Maybe I'll come round then, Bunny. Oh, he's the man I want to see.
Oh, it looks like a canny few folk have got the same idea and all.
I can wait. Oh, Tom, if I were you, I wouldn't give Lavender Avenue the go-by altogether, huh?
No?
Go and talk to Matt Headley. He'll welcome you with open arms.
Oh, yes, Steve, you can get one for him.
Don't think what's keeping him.
Oh, he'll be back shopping if once the supper's on.
Must be famished.
Did he have no tea then?
No dinner neither.
Well, he's not worried. I mean, if he's been gone all that time, well, he could have had an accident.
Oh, you'll be all right. Don't you worry yourself. You've still got a fair bit to learn about him. Always on the wander when he's worried, isn't that right, Billy?
Very sure of that if you don't watch him.
I remember one time he walked to Sunderland. Couldn't have been more than 7. The Policers brought him home in a van, I remember. 2 horses. They never tell you about it. No. There's still a fair bit you've got to learn about him. Then you remember the time our Tom walked to Sunderland?
Never mind, Sunderland. You had a good day, Pet. Hell of a good day. Let's get.
Thanks, Mr. Seaton.
What? Maybe I should thank you. How'd I do? We'll have to do something about eating you some supplies, you know, for tomorrow. Ah, no. There's that fella over in Maffigan Street lending his barrow. I'll send out Tom over first thing in the morning with what I can spare from here. Well, what's wrong with that?
You don't know, Dad. You honestly don't know.
Well, look, man, if I did, I wouldn't ask.
Aye, me Mam's right. By the time you're finished, you'll make Tommy Lipton look like a poor relation.
Run away, you said. We've made the breakthrough. The working man's learned to vote for his own at last. Why not? We're as good as anybody else. Now we're getting that close to power you can nearly smell it. The Liberals need us for now. Well, they won't get our help for now.
That's telling him, Geordie.
And the day is coming. Mark my words. When we won't ask for help from anybody. Because we won't need it.
What do you think you're staring at?
Me Member of Parliament.
You?
You were laughing at them, you know.
I'm not laughing, but I'm not a smile of appreciation, that's all.
Geordie Watson's a good man.
He must be, I just heard him say so.
And I won't have him laughed at.
You can't answer yourself, funny lad, unless you're going to use him. Well, Dave, do you want to start something in front of a good man like our MP?
Take no notice of it. Get him a drink, Stan.
Get me one and all, Stan. Your friend maybe spilled the last one.
All right. So what do you want?
Just a work, Geordie. Quiet, friendly work.
With folks, you can say that.
They can spare you to a fellow constituent, sure.
All right, give us 5 minutes.
Make it 7 if you like. I'll time you.
Oh, slip in the shop with your son. Gets a tin of salmon.
Aye, we are celebrating.
Ain't dark enough. What did he buy some wholesale?
Oh, and a tin of pineapple chunks and all. The way Dolly's working, I reckon we can afford it. Oh, so you're back?
You can see I am. Hello?
Oh, Pat.
Can't find a chance.
We'll give him a hand.
Well, there's no need. The next to sardines.
Tell him you're saying. Put in the shop.
What the hell are you on about?
You heard.
That was nice of you, Mum.
Aye.
Just says you've been out all day.
That's right.
Have you had nothing to eat then?
Oh, there's plenty pie shops. Haven't starved.
Was it because of me?
Most things are.
You seem to think you have something on your mind.
Who did?
Your man, Billy. They said when you're like that, you could walk for miles. You even walked to Sunderland once.
Oh, that's right, aye. Boy, I was only 8-year-old and all.
Your mum said 7.
I should be right then.
That's not much older than Tommy. And all because you're worried about us.
Us? No, you'll be all right, Pat.
Tom, we've been
Oh,
through this.
wish now. We'll have to stay apart. I realise that now. Well, you might as well give Dara a hand and make a few bob while you're at it. Me, I'm useless here. All I can do is hump his crates for him and help him out the back, and that's it. Why, that's not a day's work. Well, I've been out looking for a day's work.
Did you find it?
I think so, aye. Gardening. I'm back in business, Dolly. And guess who's first on me list?
Who?
Your brother.
Matt. You'd go back to Lavender Avenue.
Why, there's no law against it.
After all folks there said about you.
I'll tell you what Matt said. He said, thank God.
Your dad's not going to like it.
Well, he's just going to have to lump it then, isn't he?
Is it what you really want?
It's what I can do. I'll be my own man, don't you see, Dolly? Pay me own way, not waiting for a handout from me da.
Well, if it's what you really want.
I'm not telling you it is.
Well, you just have to do it then.
6 minutes exactly. I see you've learned the habit of compromise. Very sensible, Geordie. You can't be a good politician without it.
Just get to the point, will you, Jack? I haven't got that much time.
Haven't you? Then you'll bloody well make time. You're in trouble, Geordie. A lot of trouble.
Ah, don't talk so dumb.
You walk out on us now and I'll finish you, Geordie.
I suppose you're on about Matt Headley not being made a councillor.
Shut up, Stan.
Ah, what's it matter? Wasn't any witnesses he can prove out.
Good old Stan. He's a credit to us all, isn't he, Geordie, eh? Your agent, Labour Party chairman, and a Baptist preacher in his time. Not only makes a shady deal, he reneges on it.
An eye for an eye and a tooth for a toothful.
Oh, it's forward, isn't it now?
You left us. You're not a comrade any longer. And I'm damned if I'll call you mister.
Language, Stan. You'll never get to heaven that way. And you'll never build your socialist utopia on broken promises, Geordie.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jack.
You didn't walk off, I notice. You know what Stan's talking about?
No, I don't.
We had a padre once. Nice little fella. Got a bit of shell through his backside at Passchendaele. Clean through both cheeks. Had to eat his meals off the mantelpiece, poor bugger. And he had a favourite text for sermons. Before the cock crow, thou shalt deny me thrice. Looks like Geordie's still got 2 to go, eh, Stan?
Stan knows I didn't mean...
Stan knows he cheated us and so do you. You promised Matt Headley a seat on the council and a chance to be a JP.
For God's sake, keep your voice down, can't you?
When are we coming back, is it, Jordan?
Jack, you spoke up for me, and I'm grateful.
I did more than that. 17 meetings I addressed for you. I got you in.
That you didn't. It was the folks of this town.
And those soft salt men to go into the polls.
Like I said, Jack, I'm grateful. It may be that in the heat of the moment I said something about needing fellas like Headley on the council. I mean, he's a good man. I'm sure Stan here agrees with that. But I couldn't promise him anything, Jack. That would have been dishonest. As bad as if money had changed hands.
But money did change hands, Geordie. Some of your votes were bought. And I've got statements and witnesses. But we can't go into all that now. You haven't got the time, you said so yourself. We'll have another bit crap when you're not so busy.
You just
That's
hang on.
assault, Geordie. Maybe it's even battery for all I know, but it doesn't mean I can belt you with the law on my side. Look bad in the papers, that would, Geordie, very bad. Capitalist belts Labour MP. When you've got a bit more time, Geordie. Oh, that padre I was telling you about, the one with the dimples in his cheeks. There was another line out of the Bible he was fond of. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Well, that goes for me and all. You want to remember that, Stan.
He's bluffing.
Well, isn't he?
Are you saying I paid out money for what? Oh, Stan, of course I'm not. It's the way Jack works, don't you see? Turn you and me against each other. Once that happens, we're finished.
Well, we did make a bargain.
All right, and we reneged, but we both knew at the time that ward was promised. But now Jack's talking about bribes. Now, it's daft. I mean, for a start, where would we get the money? With neither of us more than a pitman's wage. He's bluffing.
Maybe he is. All the same, I think I'd better go and have another talk to him.
No, but not on your own.
Oh, you're too honest for the likes of Jack, Stan. It would be like a rabbit trying to hypnotize a snake.
Well, will you go yourself, then?
He's bluffing. He's got to be.
It'll be all right, Pat. We'll work something out.
I hope so, Tom. There's not all that much time left.
Anybody in?
What in the world does he want?
I ran into him in the Bluebell earlier on. He said he might pop in. Are we in, Jack?
Thanks, Tom. How are you keeping, Dolly?
I'm all right.
I'm glad to hear it. You speak to Matt, Tom?
Aye, he'll never make a gardener. I'll start tomorrow.
You didn't come here to talk about Matt's garden.
No, I didn't. Where's your mum and dad?
Oh, Dad's in the shop. Mum's away out for a minute.
I see.
What do you see?
I see a happy couple. I had to go back to Scarborough, Dolly. It's all on again.
I'm sorry, Jack, but you know the way I am. How long's it going to take?
The lawyers is doing all they can. They'll let you know as soon as there's word. Mind you, I didn't say a thing. That could turn out to be collusion.
How do you mean, like?
Breaking the rules, bunny lad.
Oh, that bloody fella. What do you call him?
The King's Proctor.
Aye, him. Proggy-nosed bugger. Why, I'm sorry, Pat.
Oh, so you should be, you know. Hey, I didn't know I had company. How are you, Jack?
Connie, how's yourself?
Oh, I'm all right.
You're not all right. It's too much, Jack.
Jack's here.
Take a better man than me to stop her.
What can we do for you, bunny?
Oh, I just wanted a word with your Tom there.
All right. Well, I hope you can give me a sense of what I can.
Jack's brought some good news, Dar.
He says.
He says not to worry, and I'm not.
That right, Jack?
Aye, I wouldn't lie to you, Mrs. Seaton.
I didn't think you would, bunny lad. Come here, all right?
I was asleep. Hello, Jack.
Billy, feeling any better?
Just give us time. I'll be back where I left off.
Good lad.
You stopped your supper, Jack?
No, you don't want me.
Oh, but we'll do, though. I haven't seen you since Matt's wedding. Sit down and tell us your news.
All right, I will. Well, how's business, Mr. Seaton?
Oh, I mustn't grumble.
It's the first time for everything, I suppose. 3 shops sitting, they call him now.
Aye, I know. You managing, are you?
Aye, we're doing all right.
All right. Woolworths isn't in it.
Aye, that's enough for one night. You all prepared for tomorrow? There's nothing you'd like to go over with me?
No thanks, Pet. I'll manage.
Good lad. You fixed up definite for Tom Seaton to do the gardening?
Aye. Starts tomorrow.
Folks will talk.
Let them.
Good lad again.
Oh, I'm off up.
Just a minute, Max. Stratford means it, you know.
Means what?
You're going to be a counsellor.
Oh, sir, do I have to?
You'll do it lovely. I'll wind up Lady Mayoress yet. How are we up then? Time to go to bed.
And I tell you, comrades and friends, we shall never achieve a just society until, as that great and good man said, we have strangled the last aristocrat in the entrails of the last priest.
What great and good man.
Well, does it matter? It's the thought that counts, friends and comrades. A capitalist society is an unjust society. Property is theft, friends and comrades. And a man who deserts his class to join the bourgeois is a traitor and a thief. He's not wanted here.
That meant for me, Comrade Skinner.
If the cap fits, Mr. Ford.
Here's another pint with you, Charlie. Can't I answer you then?
We don't want to hear out from you.
Denying us free speech, are you, comrade? All I want to say, have a heart. Even if the music hall, they don't start to boo until the acts got started. Even on Hammer tonight. Thank you, friends and comrades. Friends, yes. As I see faces here I've worked with and worked for. I'm proud to do it. And comrades, because every member of my party is my comrade as I am his. And here's the proof. 2 pieces of paper that are as dear to me as life itself. My union ticket and my Labour Party card. And both fully paid up. I joined the Fitters Union when I came out of my time. I joined the party when I came back from the war. And never once in arrears, not once.
So why did you join the bosses and why did you leave us?
But I didn't leave you. God gave me a talent for organisation. And it's a sin not to use our talents. It says so in the Bible. Well, I used my talents for the Fitters Union. And when Matt Headley was ready to take over, I moved on. God bless you. I walked with the capitalist, yes. But who was it? Forced Sir Horatio Manners into using union labour when he started his new factory. And who is it has insisted that that same gentleman only uses organised labour when he starts his new housing estate? Me! That's who!
That beggar, he can certainly talk.
Yeah, but what's he up to? I don't like this stand. It could be
I'm
dangerous.
no traitor, Comrade Skinner, and I defy any man here that says I am. I've always played square, and I pray to God I always will. I have never taken or offered a bribe to help me get on. No backhanders for me. No votes for me, and I'll see you all right, not me. And the man that would stoop to such dirty tricks is not worth our great movement. He's scum.
So that's what he's after.
We'll have to talk to him, Geordie. For God's
I've
sake,
told
sir,
you,
not now.
frankly and freely, what I
Get in
am
there and see
doing.
if you can break it up, right?
And I've done. I have stood by my class
and I am proud of it.
All right, lads. Away now. Look, lads, wait a minute now. Geordie Watson's meeting's going to start in a minute. 7:30. So them of the others coming how let's get over there straight away. Come on now.
Have a breath of fresh air and be back home among my own kind. Come in. After you, lads.
Did I do all right, Mr. Ford?
I'm not a born prophet. My prices aren't off going up these days. Last time I tried this stunt, it was dear at £half.
Sorry, Billy, got held up in casualty.
It's good of you to see me at all, Gordon.
Well, how are you, better?
I live.
What odds you offering?
Never mind me. What about me dad?
The article in the British Medical Journal is written by one of the best orthopaedic surgeons in the country. So we've got to take it seriously.
Good. What do you think?
Not so fast. This is hardly my line of country.
Oh, come off it, Gordon. You've done brilliantly as a surgeon.
Maybe, but this is pretty rarefied stuff. We don't come across it every day. However, I've looked out your father's case notes and the x-rays and discussed the whole thing with the registrar.
What did he think?
It's a pretty long shot, Billy, and you know it is. But it could be just about possible that some improvement could be made.
So there is a chance he could walk again?
Well, he'll never be 100% normal. But he could just about walk if everything went well.
Just as long as we could get him out of that damned wheelchair.
Now, steady on, old chap.
What do you mean?
For one thing, it isn't our opinion that you really want. You'd have to go to a top orthopaedic surgeon.
Like?
Well, Marshall, if he'll do it. And for another,
well,
and get this into your head now, old son, be a hell of a risk.
Come in.
Excuse me, sir. There's a Mr. Watson and Mr. Little to see you. And Mr. Watson says he's our MP, sir.
He is our MP.
Things aren't what they were, sir. Not by a long chalk.
Oh, show them up, you old snob.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Come in.
Mr. Watson, Mr. Little, sir.
So, 2 mountains come to Mohammed.
I suppose your padre said that, no?
No, just thinking aloud, Stan. And take a seat, make yourself at home. Drop us something?
No, thank you.
Sorry, drop a whiskey.
Oh, yeah, well, thanks.
Well, comrades, what can I do for you?
You were in good voice yesterday, Jack. All that chat about bribes, very moving.
I meant it and all. The crowd believed it. They don't like backhanders. Not when our sacred movement's good.
Now, stop it!
What's up then, Stan?
I won't listen to mockery.
And you'll listen to this and you'll sit while I'm talking. Yesterday I made a speech for myself. Not so long ago I made a lot more for your Mara here. And I got 300 pledged votes. But the first ones were always bought. Some were cheaper to buy, others cost £half. The going rate, you might say.
You bloody liar, you said you'd never give bribes.
Language again, Stan. And on a Sunday and all. And you a Baptist. Just listen, will you, clothiers? I said I never bribed for myself, and no more I did. I bribed for Geordie here, and I can prove it.
How are you going to prove a lie, Jack?
By getting receipts, my lad.
Oh, their word's not worth very much, is it? I mean, if they'll take bribes, they'll tell lies and all.
There's 12 of them there, and I make 13. And you and I were seen together in the Blue Bell that night. You, Geordie, and me. And that's when you slipped us the 30 bob.
What? So it's 13 to 2.
No. It's 14 to 2. Jessie Ashton knows.
Jessie's in on it.
You got clothiers and all. Jessie knows because I told her. Honest woman, Jessie Ashton. Not many would doubt her word.
It'll never stand up in court, Jack.
I'm not talking about courts, Geordie. I'm talking about voters. You saw them yesterday, and they all read the papers.
You'd give this to the Galashield Echo?
Galashield Echo? Oh, this is big, man, Stan. This is for the Nationals, this is. The Mail and the Times and the Morning Post. And the Herald and all, just to show I'm not biased. Oh, aye. And Punch.
Punch?
Think of the fun they'll have, Stan, eh? Galashield, the town you can buy for 30 bob. But I don't think your voters will be laughing much, Geordie.
What do you want, Jack?
Same as last time.
Councillor Headley. What do you say, Stan? Oh, use your brains, man. He's got us beat. Stan, for God's sake!
All right, all right. First vacancy that comes up. Word of honor.
Honour? Oh, Stan, bonny lad, you're going to have to do better than that.
Well, how can I?
I want this in writing.
You don't really expect
Either
us to...
that or Punch and the Herald, Geordie. Suit yourself. And I'll burn it the day Matt's elected. Word of honour.
I believe you, Jack. If I'm wrong, I'll kill you.
We all have our dreams, bonny lad. Sign. Now, about making Matt Headley a JP.
The JPs have all been appointed.
I see. Well, I'll have to have something else then, a sort of penalty clause, you might say.
What?
Oh, look, Stan, if I was you, I'd go and find a Baptist chapel and have a bit pray. Put in a good word for Geordie and me and all, will you?
Go on, Stan, do as he says. I'll see you later. Well, what do you want, Jack?
Wellesley Street.
What about it?
I want it.
It's not mine to give.
Stan Little's, though.
Stan's?
The rates haven't been paid on there for God knows how long. The council claimed it years ago, in case they wanted to go in for slum clearance, but they haven't.
Well, they would have if they had the money.
I'll give you 100 quid to start you off.
Give me.
You or the council, I don't mind.
I ought to knock your block off for that.
Yeah, you're a violent man, Geordie. Always were. But you'll find it doesn't pay, not in politics. It makes people nervous. Just tell Stan the Baptist 100 quid.
Stan's only one man. He's not the whole council.
He's their gaffer, Geordie, and you're his. Tell him.
Ford? I didn't see your name on the list.
It wasn't. I think I shouldn't be here.
Of course not. Just wondering how you got here, that's all.
The Duke of Bedlington, Lady Caroline Summers, and party. I'm the Anne Party. Excuse me, this champagne will be flat if we don't drink it.
Well, that'd never do. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Excuse me. Lady Caroline.
You and Horry look positively cosy.
So long as there's a chance I might be after more money, I can always rely on a kind word from Horry. Where's the Duke?
A man named Colfax, nobleman. They're talking business somewhere or other. I rather think Colfax wants Daddy on his board.
In a big way of business, Colfax.
So I gather.
And likely to get bigger soon.
So he said. But how did you know?
I'm still the best snooper in Galashiel.
Your father not here, Lady Caroline?
He's about somewhere. Someone knows where there's a decent glass of port, no doubt.
May I know who?
I haven't the faintest idea.
Dear me. Hope you won't find our little do too much of a bore.
Depends on the port.
Oh, if you'll excuse me.
But don't be too long. You're here to dance, not to talk business.
Business. Is that why Ford wants to talk to Watson?
It's why Ford wants to talk to practically everybody. You're awfully like him.
There'll be a vacancy at the Milldyke ward in a week or two. It's Headley's. Stan was right about the JP, though. You're too late.
As long as I'm not too late for Wellesley Street.
No, that contract will go through all right. I wish to God I knew what you wanted it for.
No, you don't, Geordie. Your conscience is clear. Keep it that way.
Good Lord, Watson. You're not letting Ford back in the fold?
Just passing the time of day, Manners. And minding my own business.
Don't fret yourself, sorry. He wouldn't have me back any more than you would.
Oh, I would, if the price were right. We've done pretty well together in the past.
Me working and you raking in the profits, not my idea of a team.
Your turn will come, I don't doubt. And when it does, talk to me first when you want capital.
Why, you're a sight for sore eyes, bonny lass.
Well, you don't look too bad yourself. Would you just look at Matt? Well?
To the manor born, I thought you'd come in with the Prince of Wales.
Lay off. I've got a bit of news, Jack.
All right.
Colfax has got some real big orders lined up. They're pouring in.
You need room to extend his factory, then?
What I've heard, it'll have to be beside the one he's got now. That way he won't have to have a new production line.
Right.
And cheap labour, you'll see.
Who told you all this, Matt?
I did. Me and the girl that works Colfax's telephone go to the same chapel.
Do you? Well, get her to say one for me, will you? But keep it away from my switchboard. I've got a bit of news for you and all. The Milldyke ward will be vacant in a couple of weeks. It'll be a councillor before you know it.
There's no rush, Jack.
Oh, but there
You
is.
listen to your missus. I couldn't manage the JP, though. I'm sorry.
Oh, not. He'd make a rotten magistrate anyway. Far too soft-hearted.
Like I said, you listen to her.
triumphal progress quite finished?
It is now.
Is that a compliment to me or to you, I wonder?
Jack Gordon, a duke's daughter. Not that they don't look well together.
Aye, he's a happy man, all right. But not as happy as me, though.
Jack, he'll never be happy, Matt. There'll always be something else he wants. Something that's always only just out of reach.
Dance to the daddy, sing to the mommy, dance to the daddy, to the mommy, sing. Thou shalt have the fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have the fishy when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have the fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have the haddock when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have the fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have the bloater when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have the fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have the mackerel when the boat comes in. Thou shalt have the fishy on a little dishy, thou shalt have the salmon when the boat comes in.